Well, we begin tonight with an update on what Lansing police are calling a particularly gruesome murder. Good evening, I'm Ann Emmerich.
And I'm David Andrews. Police say 3 suspects have been charged in connection to the death of 25-year-old Zachary Marquise Taylor, who was killed on Sunday. News 10's Riley Connell is in the newsroom tonight with the very latest details on this very gruesome case. Riley?
Yeah, hi, Ann and David. Well, along with releasing the victim's name, Lansing Police Chief Ellery Sosby also shared that all 3 suspects were arraigned this afternoon in an Ingham County court. As police continue to piece together a timeline of events, Chief Sosby is sending a message to criminals in the city.
It is not a good time to be a bad guy in the city of Lansing. I can tell you why. We've had 6 homicides in 2 months. Of those 6 homicides, we have 5 people in custody.
A message to the community that says Lansing police are working to put criminals behind bars. 6 homicides in the city of Lansing in a short 2 months, with one of the most recent cases being the murder and dismemberment of a 25-year-old man from Battle Creek. Lansing Police Chief Ellery Sosby says their investigation began on the 2500 block of Georgetown Blvd, but they were soon led to a location on Malcolm X Street, where they discovered the victim.
When officers discovered the victim, his body had been dismembered in an attempt to destroy evidence of the crime. Following the discovery of the victim, the suspects were taken into custody and charged with homicide.
3 suspects were charged and arraigned in connection to the murder. 42-year-old Leonard Hayes and 35-year-old Marcus Hayes each face open murder charges, while 37-year-old Terrence Jones is charged with being an accessory. All 3 men are facing charges for mutilation of a body. There's a long summer ahead, now on the heels of a string of murders. But Sosby says Lansing police are rallying law enforcement and neighborhood partners to close any cases that come up and prevent crime from happening in the first place.
To make sure that everybody's aware of our efforts, we'll have proactive efforts as opposed to mostly reactive that we have in the past, to make sure that everybody is aware that 1, the community is safe. We're out there visible to them and they feel safe, and 2, that the criminals will have some accountability factors that they haven't had in the past.
All 3 of the suspects charged were on parole for previous crimes, including weapon charges and murder. Chief Sosby says for the sake of their investigation, there are details in this case that cannot be released to the public right now. And as Lansing police investigate, he says there will likely be additional suspects facing charges in this case. Live in the newsroom, Riley Connell, News 10. David?
All right, Riley, thank you. During a news conference earlier today, Lansing police also provided an update on the shooting death of a 14-year-old last weekend, one of the 6 recent homicides in the capital city. They say they've gained new information in that case and have identified a person of interest.